Monday, everyone. It's Kimberly Veer here with Make It Happen Monday. One thing you can do this week to better market your business. And this week, what we're doing really is 3 ways that you can make your holiday marketing pay all year long. As I sit here, we are heading into the trifecta of marketing for businesses. We have Black Friday coming up. We have Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, and we also have, if you're a nonprofit, maybe you want to trade in Cyber Monday for Giving Tuesday. So there's this whole national campaign around people, consumers, using small businesses and big businesses for that matter on Black Friday to purchase things this coming up weekend. Now, another big inspiration for this particular episode of Make It Happen Monday came a little closer to home for me, and that was in the form of a holiday market at the art house where I have my studio. So one of the things that I noticed is that we were getting quite a bit of nice traffic. I was there Friday night. I was there for part of the day on Saturday, which were the hours for the holiday market. And I noticed that the artists were talking to people, and some of them were making sales, but very few of them were looking long term at a way that they could capitalize on the experience of the marketing that the art house, as well as the other artists, had pushed out to all of their clients and to the community. In other words, I saw lots of opportunities walking out the door without making a connection. So I want to give those artists, so if you're one of them, I know there's several that follow me, listen up, because I think that this is a good way for you to think about when you market at the next holiday market next month. So the art house does one of these events in some form or another every single month. For those of you who aren't at the art house, know that all of these techniques are going to work. We long term, based on the concept that you do tend to boost your marketing this time of year. And also consumers tend to boost their spending this time of year. So those two things coinciding really help to actually build your marketing for the entire year. So let's dive in. The first way that I want you to think about building a market plan from the holidays to happen all year long is to connect to convert. So you really need to be collecting email addresses at every possible holiday marketing touch point. Now, there's sometimes when that may not be appropriate, but most of the time you should be able to collect addresses from people who are interested in your business at the time that you meet them in a holiday situation. So you could set up a holiday guest book at your retail location that collects an email address and lets people know that you'll be back in touch with them after the first of the year, or that you're going to put them on your VIP email list, and do let them know what they are going to be receiving and how often you're going to plan on communicating with them after the first of the year. Now, there's nothing wrong with this being the very beginning of your email marketing program. The point is that you have to have people to market to on email in order for email marketing to work. And the holidays, with that boosted interaction rate between you and your customers, means that you can make a lot of conversions over onto that list. Also remember, for those of you that are having situations like our artists at the holiday market, that you collect at those events, at those special places where you actually are grabbing a boost from either your increased marketing or the increased marketing of a group or a network that you belong to. Wow, now is the time to really think long term and make sure you connect to convert, even if that conversion doesn't happen now, if it happens after the first of the year. Make sure you provide a great holiday lead magnet if you need to collect emails, especially if you want to run some great holiday campaigns in Facebook and on your other social channels centered around what you can do for people for this time of the year. Now, that lead magnet, of course, some people are going to opt into it that may or may not purchase this year, but they might next year, and now you have that contact. Again, awareness is raised because of the holiday season. The goal here is to use the momentum from that raised awareness and raised increased advertising to build your list and then market to that list long term. Reward to retain is another way that you can really make your holiday marketing pay off. For your current customers, a reward can mean the world to them, especially this time of year. Plan to retain them with a good reward that offers them something for their loyalty. And then also plan to retain the new customers that you're building, both in the previous concept of collecting that email address, as well as those who've made purchases from you. Plan to retain them with a reward after the first of the year. Have that in mind right now so you can set that experience up for them and keep them in your customer base all year long. Some tips here are to personalize your interactions if at all possible and appropriate. Sometimes it's not appropriate to ask people for their birthday or their anniversary or to ask them specific preferences. But most of the time, you can find one of those items, if not multiple ones, as a way to personalize the experience for your customers later on. So if you sell a product, for example, that can be purchased multiple times, let's say you're a florist, and you have people tend to have those interactions with you around their own personal holidays. So maybe this time of year you have a client come in and purchase something from you for the holidays. If you can personalize that experience for them later on, and in this case you might want to collect birthdays or anniversaries of people that are important to them, and then you're able to email them a very specific reminder around that particular date in order for them to purchase from you again. So again, you have to think about this in context of your own business. I can't answer that for each one of you, but each one of you can answer that for yourself as to how you could personalize your interactions somehow with a reward or with some type of a retention benefit for your customers as they come into your life over the holidays and we have that increased interaction. Do make it clear you want to retain your customers long term with a loyalty program if that is possible for you. Offer discounts or special opportunities, VIP access, something that will really reward customers that keep coming back with something that they can work toward. There's tons of opportunities out there for these reward programs, and depending upon the size of your business and how much you want to embrace technology, it could be as simple as a business card that you print that's a punch, or something as complex as something that they do online and track themselves. Just remember, loyalty and reward programs really do work. And the goal here is to build resilience into all your marketing all year long by supporting your loyal customers over and over and over again. And my final way for you to really use this time of year to build forward for the next year is to give to get. So build an attractive holiday-centered lead magnet as a gift or a support item to help new and existing customers. After all, it is the season of giving. It's the time of year when we really want to reach out just as a human and touch other people's lives. So remember, your existing customers, they have a lot of choices with the business. Make sure you show them some love this time of year. New customers sometimes need a little incentive to make a final decision. A good lead magnet or discount or program of some kind or download or special shopping day. There can be a ton of ways you can go about this, can mean a lot to both segments in your audience. The goal here is to gain conversions through patient persistence and helpful hovering. And I was really into alliteration when I made up this presentation this morning, so I hope you can appreciate that. So helpful hovering, I love that concept. It came out of that alliteration exercise, but helpful hovering really works. That means you're there, you're willing to help them, and you offer little things all the way through the holiday season that will help build the relationship, and then continue offering that helpful attitude after the first of the year to really retain your customers long term. All right, I hope you guys have a great Black Friday, a superb Small Business Saturday, and I will see you next week for Cyber Monday. Have a great week and happy Thanksgiving.